in the car. So I haven't got on in a couple of days, even though I've been doing the juice fast. Let's just say praise the Lord. First of all, I have coffee, and I just came from a workout, and coffee was my motivation, because if I finish, Starbucks is right next door, and I could have me an Americano, which is as good as it gets while juicing. Because you can have one black coffee a day. So, okay guys, today is my 10th day. I'm so flippin' excited to be done with my juice fast. Not because it was so horrible, just because I want to eat something at this point. I really enjoyed getting some of the additional juices, and I'll show you guys some of the pictures. I haven't actually been doing a video every day with an update. The truth is because I was trying to find time, but also because I got pretty disappointed. So on day 6, remember, I was so excited to get some soup. So I did soup and juice on day 6 and day 7. I got sick though. On day 7, so 7, 8, 9, which we included yesterday. I did not feel very well. I'm pretty much sure it was a cold. You can still hear a little bit of it, but I needed to get up out of that house and out of that bed and go to the gym, which is what I did today, so I could get some coffee. Anyway, and so I just felt like the soup, while it was good, and I'll tell you guys about some of the different ones, I really enjoyed the tomato bisque. It was spicy, so it was cool on Wednesday, which is when I woke up in the morning with a runny nose, and I kind of got worse as the day went by. But Wednesday night I had the tomato bisque soup, and it was spicy, so it helped my nose to run, which kind of sucks when your nose is already running, but it try to clear some of the nasal passage, so that was good. I was so looking forward to the butternut squash, pumpkin coconut. Disappointing. It was not that great. And then the coconut one, it really tasted like so thick, like it was coating my throat, and because by the end of the day on Wednesday, my throat was literally on fire. It did not help to have something so thick. So to end it with tomato basil was really good. Surprisingly, the split pea soup, I don't even like peas. And it definitely tastes like peas, but kind of like baby food peas, if you will. I don't know how to explain it, but it was surprisingly good, and it was well seasoned. The butternut squash was good because it had pieces of butternut squash in it. And so I actually got to chew something and some little pieces of onion, and I'm not a big fan of onion. When you're not eating anything, you're like, I'll take it. So that was good. But the sad part is that every day that I had soup with the soup and juice, I put on a pound. Or 0.5 or a pound. So after 3 days, I was already up 2.5 pounds, which was really sad because, while I'm juicing to cleanse, I also want to lose the weight. And I know people think that it's like, oh, just water. Maybe that's the case, but like you're gonna keep off at least 5 of those if you lose like 10. So today I'm down to 9 pounds down, and this is my 10th day, so I'm hoping that tomorrow I can at least hit the 10-pound mark. That would be great. But the sad thing is, last time when I did it just for 5 days of just juice, I was already down the same amount of pounds. So this time, because on that 6th day I included the soup and incorporated that, of course I wasn't down as far. I think I was already down 7 pounds, but then I put some on, so now I'm back down. So I just decided that for day 9 and 10, I was gonna go back to just juice. And the good thing is I have all these extra soups, so now when I get back into food, because you kind of segue yourself back with like starting with whole fruits and vegetables. So I'll have a salad tomorrow, which I'm totally looking forward to, and then I'll incorporate those soups as we go, because some of the soups were good, so I'm just gonna use those as my quick meals. During some of the other days I froze them so that they wouldn't go bad, and then I have some extra juices that are frozen too, because I just bought more than the 5 days worth. And then some days I was just so over it that I didn't even drink every one of the juices. So my advice to self, if I did this all over again, was to stick with the 5-day routines and do them, especially if it's with hopes of seeing some numbers change. Do the 5 days, specifically juice. While I enjoyed some of the other juices that I can't get regularly at my local HEB, I think the ones I can get can suffice. So I don't know if this is what y'all are hoping for. I didn't know what I was hoping for. My real goal was to get through the 10 days, and as of tonight I will be done with my 10 freaking days, and so tomorrow I cannot wait to have something that I can actually chew. But sorry for the not having an update every single day. I should have got on here and talked about how disappointed I was. when I was seeing the scale go up, but I also was struggling through just being sick. So I can't even say that it was all the soup. I know there was some high sodiums in some of the soup, so I kind of had prepped myself for there being a possibility, but I thought after day one of having soups it would kind of taper off, and it didn't. Mind you, I was taking all kinds of medication over the counter, you know, for not feeling so good with my Theraflu and all that. So that could have contributed to me holding on to some weight, but oftentimes when I'm sick, I lose weight. So, and I was still working out. So I would have thought, especially on day 6 when I first started getting sick, I mean, I sweated it out hardcore at the gym because I wasn't sure if it was me or if I was really getting sick. And because I sweated so much, I was like, no, I'm seriously getting sick, and my throat was like on fire. So I really would have thought that I would have lost at least 1 pound down, and the next day I was actually a pound up. So I was super pissed and sick. So all those things included a big story to myself. I'll get on tomorrow and give y'all a big recap to be like, woo, I did it. I lived through 10 days and all of that, and tell you what my final weight loss number was. But if I do this all over again, I'll stick to the 5-day increments of just juice and not include soup. All right, wise, let me know if you're going to be trying this, if you've done it, had different experience. Maybe it was just me being sick on top of everything else. Talk to y'all soon. Keep your strut. Hey ladies, so I'm back to finish off what the 10-day juice soup fast was like. Now, I already had done all the tastings for you of the juice last time. Judge me, whatever. If you didn't see the juice options, go watch the end of that, because I did actually taste all the new ones that I got in the cleanse, so you can get some feedback on those. The soups, however, I was not able to do because like they were already sealed, and I didn't want to open each one of those because there were, you know, days of expiration. They had like the clear covering, but here I am with them to give you some feedback. So I had extra ones because I ordered extra, but also I got sick, and so after a few days I just couldn't, and then I was gaining weight, so I was like, the heck with that, I'm not gonna keep drinking soup when I was doing juices by themselves and losing more weight. So here's some feedback. Carrot ginger, just okay. I like ginger. Carrot, I can take it or leave it, but typically it's a little bit sweet. It was kind of bland, didn't really stand out to me. Don't remember much about it. Then I had the pumpkin coconut, biggest disappointment ever. I just love coconut. Now, I'm not a huge fan of pumpkin, but I couldn't even taste the coconut in it. And the first day I had it, I was already sick, and my throat was kind of already swollen. So I thought, oh, it would be nice to get something warm going down, but it was thick and it kind of like it coated my throat, and I just wasn't a fan. Now, this tomato roast, this is the big winner, let me tell you. It had all kind of spices and things churned up in it. I was also congested. I know I still sound a little congested. Don't judge me. It's not as bad as it sounds. I was horrible. But with this, it cleared your nasal passages because it was kicking a little bit like Jackie Chan in the throat. So the positive thing is that this allowed me to be able to breathe, and it's actually very flavorful. So this would have been so much better if I could have had some goat cheese with it. Just saying. But that was not allowed. P.S. Be proud of me. Like, I got sick and was feeling like crap, and I still stuck to my juice and soup. So I think that's a hoorah win, and I'm proud of myself. So celebrate with me. Okay, then we have the turmeric. I like turmeric. I only ate half of this, as you can see, because it just wasn't life-changing. I mean, I could taste the turmeric and whatever, but meh. This one, second winner. So it is very bland, the butternut squash, but it had chunks of butternut squash in it and a few pieces of onion. I don't even like onion like that, but when you have not been eating, you want to choose something. So this one is a winner. So if I had to pick some, it'd be this one and then the tomato. Now there's another one that I don't have to show you. I froze it, but it is the split pea soup. I don't even like peas, okay? Smashed peas, split peas, I don't want none of that. And there is no joke that it tastes like peas. Not pea, but peas. You can taste the pea in it. But it was really thick and hearty, so it kind of made me feel like a little bit of comfort food, which I appreciate, especially not feeling well. It didn't coat my throat like the one with like the pumpkin did, so I was really enjoying that one. I probably would order that again, but holistically, if I had to do this all over, like I would stick to just the juice. Like the soup was a nice concept in my brain, especially because it's like, oh man, it would be nice to choose something. If I was gonna do this soup and juice for 10 days again, I would start with the juice and soup and then segue myself just to juice, because I was getting such progress with the juice that I was hopeful with the soup, like, okay, now I have something to work towards, and it was kind of working backwards in my brain. So I should have started with something that's a little bit more like food, and then when I was more comfortable, do just all juice. So that would be my suggestions to you, but I also just say push through. It's not even that you're hungry. I felt fine and fulfilled. It was just that the thought, because it's cold outside, to then be looking forward to cold juice, especially when I told you all that I was already fasting for Jesus and I'm almost done with that, so I'm excited. But to be fasting and then it's freezing outside and then you're like, oh, I get to eat, not really get to have some juice. And then when you got soup, I'm super excited about that, and then got really upset and frustrated because I ended up gaining weight. So another thing about the soups, hold on, my dogs are losing it. Be quiet, Sasha, Shakespeare, cut it out. I always want to do that when I'm on camera. Anyway, so if I had to look at the juices that you can get in the store at HEB here are pretty decent. That's the one I used the first time around, and so I used the extreme greens that has a lot of kale and spinach and a little chunkier, so you can still chew on some of the things that didn't fully get blended. And then there's one that has like banana and mango and apple, and that one's really sweet, and that's nice for a green drink. And then you had the carrot orange, which is, oh my gosh, gives me the good feels inside, because orange and carrots are so sweet already, and to blend them together, it was just, that's what I looked for. It's the treat. Then they had like the chia berry, which is not bad. It's just a lot of seeds that you're going to be chewing, so but I like the coconut water in it. I like that flavor, so a nice balance. And then of course I would throw maybe some green drinks or whatever that, you know, maybe not by Just Juice, but something that's similar, maybe the watermelon, what have you. If I think about it after the fact compared to what I ordered online, like none of the ones that are online super stood out. Like you could get by with just whatever's at the store. Some people do the Bolt House ones or whatever have you. I try to keep the ones that are lower in sugar if possible and don't have a lot of protein, because it messes up your body with what it's trying to process, I've been told, and when it comes to your body trying to. So all in all, the other juices, just okay. I mean, like, yeah, it was nice to kind of switch it up and try something new, but in my mind, like, the only one that I really, really loved that I ordered online from the actual website than what I could get in my store was the one, what's it called? The one that I could, number one was the matcha chia seed. That one was just so good. I think it's called matcha chai or matcha chia. I can't, ever say those ones right, but it was just good, especially more in it was green. It had cinnamon. The cinnamon is what stood out the most. Remember when I smelled it in front of you and I was like, oh my gosh, the cinnamon, oh my gosh, it tastes so good. I wish I could get that one in stores. Like, I mean, that one I would have it every single morning. The turmeric sickle was pretty good, but I mean, I could leave it. If I didn't get it, it'd be okay. And the PB&J, that one was good. Because I like PB&J, and I can't normally have that because of the amount of sugar that's in the jelly, and also because of the bread. So that was nice remnants thereof. But I mean, even though the coconut one that I told you guys is kind of like if you taste really hard and think really good, when you have to have a really creative mind, is that it kind of tastes like horchata or like cinnamon rice pudding. That one I could take or leave it. So the reality is that if you cannot order it through the website, do the best you can. You might really love some of them, but maybe it doesn't in your price range. They have coupons. I get nothing from them, but I'm just telling you guys, I got a percentage off. So I say start where you can. Look for who's having the sale. And sometimes my HEB actually had buy one get one free of the Just Juices. So that was nice right before I started. Anyway, I'm so glad that I'm done. I'm proud that I did it. I probably will try to do it every, so often, but I'll stick to the 5 days just the juice, because I lost pretty much the same amount of weight, 1 pound shy, when I lost 10 pounds before in 5 days versus 11 pounds in 10. Granted, I know that I was sick and I was taking medicine, and then the last 2 days, I believe I told you, I just stopped doing the soup, and I'm like, the heck with that, I'm gonna go back and just the juices, and the next day I was down 3 pounds. So you never know what might have been the reasons, but there we are. I told you I'd let you know how it went. That's my verdict. Try what works for you, and let me know your feedback, and always let me know what you lost. So looking forward to hearing from y'all. If y'all like this kind of video, let me know. Talk with y'all soon. Keep your strut. I'm watching.